Please subscribe.
They are driven by lots of people. Also, those Subarus have a whole grain appeal. Handle a resale store to park you, sell recovery crystals, or you do not need to go hiking every day. In fact, over 180,000 people took home a Forester, sufficient to create this crossover, the second version of that, the automaker only. It functions nicely and is likable, although there is nothing earth-shattering relating to the overall package of this vehicle. What is new? Wheels are today recognized by the tracking system, along with a reminder work that his rear seat will alert you with a message along with an audible chime from the instrument cluster to look at the chairs that are rear in a journey's conclusion. Subaru's EyeSight package of driver assists is standard from the Forester. It has features like precollision, aid and cruise control. That thing was enhanced for the version gaining capacity. The roster is also joined by prevention, and it functions nicely directing the car should you chance to drift. Model pricing and range. There is likely a Forester that satisfies your budget. A variant begins at a $25,505, and each Forester includes all-wheel drive benchmark. The Subaru's opponents start around precisely the exact same cost, if you catch the Toyota RAV4, but grip is $1,500 additional from the Ford Escape and Honda CR-V, along with a $1,400 upcharge. Borrows from this base version, the Forester is available in 4 additional trim levels. There is Sport Premium, Limited, and Touring. My tester that is restricted tests out to get a $33,800 and includes lots of conveniences. That amount is inflated by one alternative, a $1,695 bundle that comprises a Harman Kardon audio system, an embedded navigation system along with some other products. Catch a touring edition of the car and you will not be spending much greater. The Forester's major competitors may not arrive with regular all-wheel push, but all those opponents outlined previously can be had using a fuel-sipping hybrid drivetrain. Unfortunately, if you would like an electrified Subaru, you are going to need to move into the Crosstrek. Only one motor can be found in this vehicle. You're going to be disappointed, even although not surprised in case you were hoping to get a turbo or manual gearbox. This motor is excellent for AF on remarkable horsepower along with 176 pound-feet of torque. Routing that twist is a transmission which may provide up to 7 gears once changed. Crossovers in its cars are generally functional instead of enthusiastic, sort of like jeans, economical and comfy, if a little unflattering. With frumpy proportions, the Forester is graced in step with the remainder of the automaker's lineup. Its entire body appears to be top-heavy with a greenhouse, though it's nearly as tall as opponents. The trade-off is a complete load of headroom, although this does the automobile favors from the looks department. Bolt upright can sit and have sufficient room. As for the remainder of the Forester's inside, my restricted tester has lots of soft plastics and appealing contrast stitching. The chairs are also comfy. It's a whole lot nicer than you may expect to get a Subaru, which was dinged in the past because of its quality. It is also better than what you get in the Escape, and it could be somewhat simpler than the cottage of the RAV4. There is also lots of storage space at the Forester's cottage. Behind the second row chair is a remarkable 35.4 cubic feet of space. Drop the backrest level and you also get 76.1 cubes, even more than in most vehicles that are competing. Whilst eminently useful, bag hauling is hardly exciting. What is of interest to drivers nowadays is technology. Like the center stone to a ring that is fancy, the very first thing is your touchscreen, which measures 8 inches from corner to corner. Lesser models include a 6.5-inch screen. Surprisingly, I enjoy the Forester's telematics over the 11.6-inch portrait display that Subaru provides in a number of its other goods. That system seem as nice as what is offered from the Forester or does not seem as responsive. There's keyless entry and dual-zone climate control with push-button start. Performance is adequate, though it's got a engine. The Forester hastens with ease, maybe tire squealing vigor. Though a modest gusto on the freeway will be appreciated, get up and go ought to be sufficient for 90% of consumers. This automobile's 4-cylinder is smooth and silent, emitting not one of the tractor seams Subaru Boxers used to be famous for, but one place could be made better. The system, which strengthens gas market that is around town, is available now. It kicks shuddering the automobile when combustion begins following a halt. Luckily, the push of a hardware button can easily disable this feature. Even though it is not as easy as it needs to be, it will simulate equipment changes to decrease engine seams. On occasion a feeling can be felt through the driveline. It's somewhat annoying, although I am not certain what causes it. At least this transmission assists with fuel market, however. Every edition of the Forester decals with all-wheel driveway, not bad for something at 26 miles per hour city and 33 miles per gallon highway. Combined, 29 miles per gallon should be returned by this Subaru. This is very good for passenger comfort, however it will make the automobile feel a little heavy. There is a little bit of body roll when moving through corners. Navigate curves in an individual's pace and you won't have any difficulties. The Forester is developed on the Subaru global platform, elegant, having a smooth ride and comfortable cottage that I would enjoy, even though there's only a bit more wind noise at higher rates. A clever purchase. When I had my druthers, the Forester's chassis could be stiffened up a skosh for superior handling, and I would provide it with all the automaker's 2.4-liter turbocharged engine that is available in a lot of different products. Both of these improvements would address my gripes. Neither trendy nor psychological, the 2020 Subaru Forester is nevertheless a strong all-purpose option, a healthy utility car that appeals to all kinds of drivers, from park rangers to podiatrists. It is effective and secure, has a cargo hold, and its cottage is finished.